Hello dear friends, welcome to Vision Pharmacy. In our today's video, we are going to discuss in detail about sustained release formulations. So before we start with our today's video, please do like, share, subscribe and press the bell icon for getting updates on upcoming videos. So let's begin with the definition of sustained release. So as per the definition, sustained release formulation releases the drug at a constant rate over a prolonged period, maintaining the therapeutic level. It means that these are a special type of pills or tablets or other formulation that are designed to release the medicine slowly over a long period, right? So this period could be hours or even days. So instead of medicine being released all at once, it's spread out in small doses over time, right? This is different from regular tablet and releases the medicine all at once. Therefore, the sustained release formulations try to maintain the peak, which is otherwise peak and valleys in case of our regular medicines, right? Moving to its release pattern. So as already said that here the release is gradual, continuous release over extended time and typically from hours or days, right? That is over a longer period compared to that of our conventional formulation. Then talking about mechanism. So often achieved via matrix system, osmotic pumps or reservoir system that regulate the release over time. So I'll just tell you in short that what is this matrix system, what is this osmotic pumps and what is this reservoir systems. So basically in matrix system the medicine is mixed with a material that is a gel like or comparatively a thicker substance, right? And the medicine slowly seeps out of that material. In osmotic pumps, the tablets have a tiny pump that controls how the medicine is going to be released by using water from the stomach. Whereas in reservoir system, the medicine is kept inside a capsule-like structure and it slowly leaks out. Then, talking about objective. So, the maintaining therapeutic drug level over an extended period while maximizing peak and throats, right? So basically the main goal of sustained release is to keep the medicine level in the body consistent for a longer time, right? It means that you don't need to take pill every few hours and your body is going to get the medicine it needs without giving up any up or down effect. That is, the therapeutic level will be maintained. Now let's discuss about the advantages of this type of formulation. So basically here frequency of administration is reduced, that is we can say fever dose, right? Since the medicine is released over time, you don't need to take the medicine again and again. Then the next is maintain steady drug level, right? That is a steady effect. It helps to maintain a constant level of medicine in the body, which can be better for treating certain condition. Then the next one is better patient compliance. So as in this case, the medicines are not to be often taken, so peoples are more likely to follow this treatment pattern. And the next one is reduced side effect due to avoiding drug peaks. So ultimately, as the constant level of drug is being maintained in the body, there are less chances of side effects. Moving to disadvantages. The first point is risk of dose dumping if formulation fails. So students, basically if the tablet breaks or is damaged, too much medicine might be released all at once, right? Which could be quite dangerous. So this is known as dose dumping. Then next one is not suitable for all drugs. So this method is not suitable for every kind of formulation. That is, every drug cannot be made into sustained release form. Some medicine don't work well in this system, right? Then the next one is requires precise formulation and testing. So basically the technology behind this tablet is more complicated, so they might be harder to manufacture and test. Moving to next point, application. So when we talk about application for chronic condition, sustained release is used for medicine that needs to be taken for a longer time, like that of pain relief, right? In case of chronic pain conditions, diabetes for keeping blood sugar level steady for fewer dose of insulin, right? Then high blood pressure, etc. Besides, these medicines that need a long lasting effect like that of cough syrup or sleeping aids that relieves medicine slowly, right? So in all these cases, this type of formulations could be utilized. Now talking about the examples. So some of the examples of sustained release formulation are oxycodone SR, which is a painkiller used for chronic pain, right? Then the next one is metformin SR, which is used in diabetes. And the next one is theophylline SR, which is being utilized in asthma, and it works slowly to keep the airways open over time. Now talking about release duration. So as already discussed, the release of this medicine can last from several hours to several days, which will depend on the drug and the system used, right? The goal is to avoid frequent dosing. Then the next is cost. So they could be comparatively more expensive than that of the regular tablet because they require special technology to make them, right? Then regulatory consideration. Sustained release formulation needs to be carefully tested to make sure that release is steady and that the drug works as expected without causing any harm. So it requires stability and bioequivalence testing, right? Regulatory security depends on release profile consistency. So the basic scrutiny depends upon release profile consistency, as already said, right? That is how similar these sustained release drugs are regulated in terms of effect. Okay, moving further to next points. So the next point is patient compliance. So basically, improve patient compliance due to fewer doses per day, right? Since the person is needed to take only one pill per day or fewer doses, so patients are more likely to stick to their treatment schedule. It's easier to remember to take one pill instead of several doses throughout the day, right? So therefore, it is comparatively more patient compliance. Moving to next one, formulation examples. So the first one is matrix tablets. In this case, the medicine is mixed in the material that dissolves slowly, releasing the drug over time. The second one is reservoir system, that is a capsule like structure that holds the medicine inside and allows it to leak out slowly. And the last one is osmotic pumps. These are the tiny pumps inside the tablet which controls how the medicine is going to be released at a steady rate. Then talking about last but not least point, that is key focus. So the main focus of this sustained release formulation is to give medicine to your body slowly and steadily over time so that you don't have to take it often, right? As well as its effect should be more stable without being ups and downs, right? So we say the key focus is to provide a steady drug concentration in the bloodstream for a prolonged period. Okay, dear students. So to summarize, I will say sustained release means the medicine is released slowly over a longer period, giving a steady effect and requires fewer doses per day. The technology behind it could be more complex and costly, but it helps patient compliance and reduce side effects. So thank you students for watching this video till ends. Please do like, share, subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.